Hello everyone, this is Jasmine aka Gladiatorinsweats, and as I did say, I am back this week with another message, another collective reading for us all. I hope this is reaching you all well. It is morning for me now, so great morning to you all, and I hope you all are having a blessed day, evening, night, whatever time you are seeing or hearing this at. So I'm actually using a different deck today. I am using the Frequency Tarot cards from Teal Swan. I really adore this deck, quite honestly, and it's a deck I've been using personally, so I haven't really used it too much to offer readings to other people, but I felt called to use this deck today, so I really feel the messages come through pretty clearly, not necessarily just with this deck, but I really love the frequency art that comes here. So you'll also see that while you're watching this video. So just getting straight into it, the card that we did receive today is the Meanie, which I just thought was so interesting before having seen the passage or anything. It just was an interesting card to see, the Meanie. We actually got this card in reverse, but according to the passage, this particular card doesn't matter if it was in reversed or not. But for me personally, I do feel like the fact that it was in reverse, I feel really speaks to the importance of this message. So let's get straight into the passage, and anything else that may come to me, I'll be free to share that too. Regardless of whether you draw this card upright or in reverse, its meaning is the same. You are resisting your awakening. At this point in time, you are particularly resistant and closed down, and so now it is time for a wake-up call from the universe. Here's a set of questions you need to answer for yourself at this time. 1. What is the positive intention I have for keeping this negative thing in my life? What need is being met by it? Why don't I want to get better or improve the situation? 2. What do I not want other people to know about me? Going to the next one. What am I trying to hide or deny? 3. Why am I not doing the things I know I should be doing? 4. If I weren't scared, what would I do? 5. What in my life is worth suffering for? Number 6. What am I willing to give up? Or what do I need to give up in order to have what I want? And 7. If I weren't scared to admit it, what would I admit to myself that I really want? This card is as liberating as it is painful to draw. It suggests that we must awaken to our true selves and our true desires if we want to live a life that is worth living. It demands that you admit what you want to yourself. It also demands that you admit to the ways that you are preventing yourself from what you want and why. And so, yeah, these passages can be pretty short but very to the point, and I really did feel that message very much for this card, in that we have to be honest with ourselves. We have to be transparent with ourselves. I think as I've been thinking about things, or more so observing, I just like to observe a lot of times, and especially with social media. I like to use social media not necessarily just as a way to find out what's going on in the day, but I also like to use it as a way to really observe myself as well as others. And so what I really do even feel here is how much we maybe do put on a front for other people. How much, this isn't a brand new topic. People have spoken about this for quite a while now, even before social media became a huge thing, but even more so now. It's super apparent that maybe subconsciously some of us, or many of us, not really sure, feel that we've got to put on a front, feel like we've got to put on a face. And I would be willing to lean more to the many side, because whether many of us are aware of it or not, there's so many cases in which we're not honest with other people, or we're not honest with ourselves, not necessarily in a malicious way, but because there's so many things we think that we need to do, that we need to be in order to be liked, in order to be loved, in order to be valued, in order to be seen as your existence even mattering. It's really pervasive how much we do feel like we have to do things because of other people, or because of the expectations of other people, or the expectations of our culture, or even the expectations we put on ourselves that maybe we don't even realize aren't really our true expectations of ourselves. So I do feel like in that's a perfect, for me, reflection of how much maybe we aren't even truly honest with ourselves. It's one thing not to discount or condone, being dishonest with other people, but I really feel what's most important, what's really most calling for awareness in this moment is how much we are lying to ourselves, or how much we may not even be aware that we aren't being truthful with ourselves. So I actually do want to go over those questions one more time, because I really feel like these are important questions to ask ourselves, and questions I'll be asking myself, moving forward today, and really thinking about this. So I'll go ahead and read these again. So 1, what is the positive intention I have for keeping this negative thing in my life? What need is being met by it? Why don't I want to get better or improve this situation? 2, what do I not want other people to know about me? What am I trying to hide or deny? 3, why am I not doing things I know I should be doing? 4, if I weren't scared, what would I do? 5, what in my life is worth suffering for? 6, what am I willing to give up, or what do I need to give up in order to have what I want? And 7, if I weren't scared to admit to it, what would I admit to myself that I really want? So yes, that's the passage for this week from me. Like I said, I really felt this message was very strong, very powerful, very much here to catalyze us in any way, because that is what's needed. I did ask, what frequency can we most benefit from in this present moment? And I want to honor this message, and I really hope that it resonates with you in any way that it does. Take what resonates and leave what doesn't, as always. And yes, if you'd also like to find me on any other platforms, or if you're interested in finding me on any other channels, you can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Gladiatorinsweats. I will leave links, as I always do, in the description box. I'm not very active, I'm not someone that posts daily or anything like that, but I do try to be sure that my posts are intentional, that I'm being sure that I'm posting something I really feel that others may benefit from. So you can follow me on any of those other places, or if you would like to get updates about when I do post YouTube videos, if you're not someone that checks YouTube regularly either. So yes, the last thing, I am still offering personal reading sessions. I don't necessarily advertise it right now, just because it isn't something I'm able to give a really huge chunk of my time and focus like I would like to in the near future. But it is something that I am offering still. So if you are interested in that, you can also reach out to me on any of the platforms I mentioned, and we can definitely talk about that as well. So yeah, I hope you guys have a wonderful week. I hope you guys are just doing all right. I know that it's been a rough month, or it seems like it's been a rough month for many. And so I know that from the perspective of a new year, it can feel maybe discouraging when it seems like things don't go our way immediately. But the way that I have been taking it, or the way that I've been interpreting it when things haven't been going the way that I really truly expected them to or wanted them to, is that there's something else that really wants to happen or needs to happen right now. And having acceptance with that has been really helpful to try and navigate, these really strange, I don't say strange times because I don't necessarily feel it's strange, but from the perspective of it seeming like things weren't always this hectic or chaotic or up in the air. I think it is honest observation to feel that or to see that things maybe aren't as smooth sailing as they maybe were perceived to be in the past. But I really think that all of this is necessary. I think all the catalysm and all of the world changes and all of the events, all of these things are happening or are happening to usher in something brand new, something extraordinary. So regardless, I hope you guys have a great one. And until the next time, much love and many blessings.